Hello children and viewers. So in the previous class I explained about the myopia. So now I am going to explain about the hypermetropia. So hypermetropia is also one of the defect of the vision. So it is that can be because of when the minimum focal length of the person will be increased. Generally the minimum focal length of the person will be 2.27. So if it will be increases, so the image can be formed after the retina. So due to that the person can only see the far object but unable to see the near object. So that type of defect of vision can be called as the hypermetropia. So hypermetropia. So this hypermetropia is also called as the farsightedness. Farsightedness, and nothing but so the person only can see the far object. So the person can only see the far object, but he cannot be unable to see the near object. So what is the definition of the hypermetropia? So the defect of vision, the defect of vision for which the defect of vision for which able to see far object, able to see far objects, able to see far object, but unable to see near objects. So near objects. So generally what is the near point distance for healthy human person? 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter. Generally for healthy human person. So but if the hypermetropia of a person, so the near point distance cannot be 25, it will be more than the 25, and nothing but if a person is suffering with hypermetropia, so the person cannot be see the object at a particular distance, but after that particular distance he can see the all objects. అంటే హైపర్మెట్రియా పర్సన్ ఏం చేస్తారంటే 25 సెంటీమీటర్ నుంచి ఒక డిస్టెన్స్ వరకు చూడలేడు, కానీ ఆ డిస్టెన్స్ నుంచి అవతల చూడగలుగుతాడు. సో దట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ డిఫెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ విజన్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ hypermetropia. So this is and this can be, what is the cause of the hypermetropia? The cause of the hypermetropia is nothing but so if the minimum focal length of the person will be increases. So it can be happened because the minimum focal length of the person will be increases, so then the person will be suffer with the hypermetropia. So now consider, so this is the eye of the person who is suffering with hypermetropia, and now consider this is the eye lens. Now this is the principal axis. So now consider this is the least distance of distinct vision, and nothing but this is a 25 centimeter distance, but for healthy human eye, so the healthy, if it is healthy human eye consider, so that healthy human eye can be see the distance from this 25 centimeter to infinity. But if this hypermetropia person can't see the object from 25 centimeter to up to a particular distance, and this is a minimum distance. But beyond this distance, what happened? That person can be see the objects. That person can able to see that objects. It is nothing but if the person is suffering with hypermetropia, so he can't see the object from L to, for example, this point. This is point H point. This H is called the near point. So near point here, H is called the near point. So near point is nothing but if the object is at H, what happened? Now this eye lens can be formed the image on the retina. So if the object is beyond H, is also that this eye lens which is suffering with hypermetropia is also can be formed image on the retina. But if the object is between H and L or at L, so now the image can be formed after the retina. And if the object is here, this is considered object. So now this object is between the H and L. So then so the rays which are coming from the object will be incident on this eye lens. So after refraction through this eye lens, so the image can be formed after the retina, or it may be called as behind the retina. This is the image for this object. So if the object is at L also, the image can be formed after the retina. But if the object is at H or beyond H, for example consider, so this is the this is the eye of the person who is suffering with hypermetropia, and this is the eye lens. Consider. So now this is the principal axis, and this is the least distance of distinct vision, and as well as this is called near point distance. And if the object is at H, so what happened? So now the rays which are coming from that H or near point, now this eye lens can able to form the image on the retina. As well as if the object is beyond H also, so in this case is also what happened? So now the image can be formed on the retina. And if the person is suffering with hypermetropia, if the object is at H or beyond H, the image can be formed on the retina. So but if the object is between H and L or L, so at L or between H and L, where the image is formed? After the retina. So nothing but if the person is suffering with hypermetropia, where the image is formed? So the image is formed behind retina, behind or after retina, behind retina. So you have to remember. So how can we correct it? And for example, if the object is between H and L, so by using a lens, we have to bring this image of this object will be where? Minimum at H. So then when we bring this object image will be at H, what happened? Automatically the eye lens can be form the image on the retina. So but this can be possible only by using the double convex lens or biconvex lens. So now I am going to explain about the correction to hypermetropia. I am going to explain correction to hypermetropia. Hypermetropia. So this can be achieved by using a double convex lens or biconvex lens. So hypermetropia can be eliminated. Hypermetropia can be removed or eliminated by using convex lens. Simply it is called as convex lens, or sometimes it may be called as double convex lens or biconvex lens. So now consider, so this is the eye of a person who is suffering with hypermetropia. Now this is the eye lens of that person. Now this is the principal axis, and this is called the least distance of the distinct vision, and this is called the near point. Already I told the near point, which is called the near point. The near point is nothing but the point of the minimum distance for which this eye lens can be formed the image on the retina. This is a near point. This is a minimum distance. So now consider if the object is between H and L. So now when the object is between H and L, so where the image is formed? Actually the image is formed after the retina. So now to remove this, what I am doing? So now I am placing a double convex lens in front of this eye lens. So this is a double convex lens. So if I place the double convex lens in front of the eye lens, what happened? So for this convex lens, so this is the object. So due to that, so now this convex lens can be form the image under nothing but, so how much focal length of the convex lens can be used later I will tell. So but if this is the convex lens, so this convex lens must form this object again before the object. So what this convex lens do here? So that convex lens form the image of this object where? At H. So if this convex lens can form the image of this object at H only, then only that now that image formed at H, I can be act as an object for this eye lens. This is eye lens and this is the convex lens. Remember, so this is eye lens. Remember, eye lens, and this is the convex lens. So now, if this convex lens form the image of this object at Hi, so now that image formed at H can be act as object for eye lens, then eye lens can form the final image on the retina. So now if this convex lens form the image, which type of image? It is the virtual image. It is the virtual image. Already you know that when the convex lens form the virtual image, so if the object is within the focus of this convex, and nothing but we have to select a convex lens. So that focal length must be so less than the near point distance. You have to remember this one. So now this is a convex lens. Now this convex lens form the image of this object where? At H. Now consider the image is I1. So I1 is nothing but the image formed. So the image formed by the convex lens. Now this I1 can be act as an object for this eye lens. So then finally the image can be formed on the retina. So this is the final image I. So in this way, by using this convex lens, we can remove the hypermetropia. Okay, you are removing. So but how much focal length of the convex lens you have to use? So that can be depend upon that H. H is nothing but here near point. So near point is nothing but the point of distance. This is the point of distance for which eye lens can form image on retina. Nothing but how much focal length of the convex lens can be used to remove the hypermetry of here can be depend upon which one? So near point distance. So the near point distance can be taken as here small d. Far point distance can be taken as the capital D. Already I explained in the myopia. So I am going to find out the focal length of the convex lens to remove the hypermetropia. So finding focal length of convex lens to remove hypermetropia. So now consider, so this is the eye of the person who is suffering with hypermetropia. Now this is consider eye lens of that person. Now this is the principal axis, and now consider this is the least distance of distinct vision, and this is a near point. So this is a near point distance. Let us consider that is the small d. And nothing but if the object is at H only, the eye lens can be formed the image on the retina. But now consider, so here is the object is kept. But what is the nothing but generally, so what is the minimum object distance we have to take? So that is nothing but least distance. And nothing but if the object is at LR, if the object is between H and L, so now the image can be formed after the retina. So that's why, so we are going to take here the object is not between H and L. So that's why we are taking only the minimum object distance, and nothing but here now consider the object is at L. If the object is at L, what happened? The image can be formed after the retina. So this is the minimum object distance. So for this minimum object distance, so if I use a convex lens, so where that convex lens can form the image, and nothing but what is the minimum image distance? The minimum image distance is nothing but H. So here the minimum object distance is nothing but least distance of distinct vision. So for this minimum object distance, so if I use a convex lens, so that convex lens can form the image where at a near point. So if this convex lens can be form the image of this object at a near point, then only the eye lens can be form the image on the retina. So that's why we have to select a convex lens of such a focal length. For that focal length, so if the object is at L, so now this convex lens can form the image where at the near point. So that's why this is object distance. So what is object? This object distance. So here the object distance is nothing but L, and nothing but L is nothing but 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter. Here is the object is there. Now consider. So now this is the object. This is the object. So now for this is the object for this convex lens. Now this convex lens must form the image where it should can form the image at H. And now this is the image distance. Neglect this distance between the convex lens and eye lens because they are very close to each other. And nothing but where this convex lens can form the image at H. At H is nothing but this is the image distance. This image distance is nothing but what? D. So now V equal to D. Now then here which is formed? I1. I1 is nothing but this is the image formed by this one convex lens. Then this I1 can be act as object for whom? This eye lens. So finally the eye lens can be formed. Finally the eye lens can be formed the image on the retina. This is the final image. And for the convex lens, what is the object distance? The object distance is U. U is nothing but here 25. Neglect this distance. And nothing but this is how much distance? This is a 25 centimeter actually. Neglect this distance. Because they are very close. And the eye ki mundu just a lens untadi kabatti. And if U equal 25 centimeter, V equal to D, so then you have to find the focal length of this convex lens. Focal length of this convex lens. So you have to find the focal length of the convex lens. So by using which formula? So by using the lens formula, that is 1 by F equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. So when we use this formula after applying the sign convention. So what is the sign convention? All the distance are measured from the optic center of the lens. Now this is the direction of the incident light. Now this is the object. So to measure the object distance, so in which direction you are moving? Opposite to direction of the incident light. So that's why U is equal to minus, that is minus 25 centimeter. Then what is the near point? What is the near point? The near point is nothing but the image distance. That is the image distance. That is the image distance for which for the convex lens. This is the near point distance is nothing but the distance of the image distance formed by the convex lens. So what is the image distance? This is the distance from the optic center of the convex lens to the I1. Again, to measure the image distance, in which direction you are moving? Opposite to the direction of the incident light. So that's why V equal to minus D. V equal to minus D. So this near point distance is also changes person to person. Person to person. A person cannot be see the object up to 30 centimeter. Some other person cannot be see the object up to 40 centimeter. And this is also changes person to person. So this D can be changes to the person to person. That's why. So the convex lens image distance is also changes person to person. Remember. So if I substitute these values in this equation, what you get? So 1 by F equal to 1 by V. V is nothing but minus D. So next minus 1 by U. U is nothing but minus 25 centimeter. So if I simplify 1 by F equal to minus 1 by D, minus into minus plus 1 by 25. So if I do the LCM, 1 by F equal to 25 into D the LCM, and next here minus 25 will become, and here plus D will become. So now if I rearrange, 1 by F equal to D minus 25, it will be the D minus 25 by 25 into D. So if I invert what you get? F equal to, so D minus 25 by 25 into D. So this is the focal length of the convex lens. So to remove the hypermetropia. So that's why to find the focal length of the convex lens to remove the hypermetropia. So it can be depend upon what? D. D is nothing but near point distance. Near point distance. So if we know the near point distance of that person, so then only అంటే నియర్ పాయింట్ డిస్టెన్స్ అంటే ఆ పర్సన్ ఎంత డిస్టెన్స్ వరకు చూడలేడు అనేది తెలియాలి మీకు. కానీ అక్కడి నుంచి మళ్ళీ అవతల చూడగలుగుతాడు. అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ if a person cannot be able to see the distance up to 50 centimeter, అంటే what is the meaning? He can't see the object up to 50 centimeter. But beyond 50 centimeter he can see. And now what is the D value here? 50. So the D value must be greater than 25. ఎందుకంటే generally healthy human is also can't see the object below 25 centimeter.